All right, all right. We come here every Saturday for a special Royalq training, okay? And our topic for today, last week we dealt with floating loss. But I realized that I want to give you, am I loud and clear? Because the phone is going on and off. Am I loud and clear? Even don't see my microphone move. Is the green color. Am I loud and clear? Because I don't see. Now I want to give you some approaches, okay? These approaches do not kill the any training of Royalq, but I told you we are in 4 years of common sense. Yes, we are in 4 years of common sense. So I want today we're going to be a little bit more specific on what is Royalq. What is Royalq? So we want to understand this thing we are using. What is it? Are we ready? So the training is going to be very brief, precise, but it's going to be looking at what is Royalq? What is Royalq? Because when you understand what you are using, the way you use it keeps changing because you understand what you have. For example, I'm just giving an example. I might open only 4 margin calls. Let me say I have $500. I say $300 are for 4 margin calls. Only if this coin goes against me, I will bring the $200 to open more margin calls. Because I understand so because you understand, now let's go. I hope we are ready. I'll share my screen and explain. When you come to Royalq, and then you come to Royalq feedback, then you tap on feedback, then you tap on strategy description. They describe the strategy that Royalq uses. And let us go into this strategy. Now, the strategy that Royalq uses is called a martingale strategy of never going out of position. A martingale strategy of never going out of position is Royalq. Now, what do I mean by a martingale strategy that never goes out of position? Let's dig deep. Traders with a little bit of experience know that Martin most of times refers to the loss-making increase strategy is to cover your liquidation. It was even dismissed as a garbage strategy by some people. What is even more exaggerated is that some foreign trading teams spent tens of months and invested millions of funds into developing a quantitative trading system and finally developed a product that would cover your liquidation. In fact, the sense is still not out of Martin thinking strategy. Let me first continue before I explain. It can be calculated in the market for more than 100 years, invented by a Frenchman, Martin, in the 18th century. There is only one reason in the theory of this strategy. Someone called me. Am I back? Someone called me. Am I back? Back to the strategy. Now, invented by a Frenchman in the 18th century, there is only one reason in this field. This strategy will never lose money. This may be a joke made by God with human beings, because the theory indeed that there will never be loss, but in fact, no one can escape the end of liquidation. Because people who use this strategy overestimate the scale of their funds. The premise of never losing money is that you have unlimited funds and you can continue to increase your position as much as you lose. But in fact, if you really have unlimited funds, you will still make a deal. Obviously, no. No one has the conditions of unlimited funds. Today, there are still a large number of investors using the martingale strategy. Why? Answer: humanity. In the theory of never lose money, which perfectly conforms to the human thinking of not accepting loss, losing money is called cutting meat. No one wants to cut his own meat. So before, okay, let me first continue. Is there any way to keep martingale strategy from liquidation? Because all of you will understand that in all the different markets of trading, many people talk about either, if it's not stop loss, is applying this strategy that whenever you are about to be liquidated, you add in more money. Whenever you are about to be liquidated, you add in more money. Okay, apart from stop loss that causes loss of money. Because when you apply stop loss, do you really lose money? Let me know. For those of you who have some little experience, when you apply stop loss, Do you lose real money? Because with stop loss, you are trying to tell the market that when this coin reaches this price, I'm okay to lose something. But now there is this martingale strategy that whenever you are about to be liquidated, you add in more money. Whenever you are about to be liquidated, you add in more money. Now, because that's what exchanges, most of them use. But the question is, no matter how little you lose, it remains lose. Okay? Now, Royalq is here saying that Royalq says, yes, today I'll share with you how the martingale strategy achieves sustainable profitability under the premise of ultra low risk. A good strategy must have predictable risks. That is, we do not know how much money we make, but we must know how much money I will lose at most. In this way, it is easy to set parameters. How do you know how much I lost? The answer: measure and calculate parameters such as order quantity, increase ratio, increase times, stop loss points per order, etc. Low risk is easy to achieve. For example, if the first order is $10, the increase ratio is 2. The maximum number of orders is 7. The stop loss point of each order is as close as possible to increase the interval. And the trading, the stop loss must be open. If you follow the above thinking to do risk, I'm going to repeat this. If you follow the above thinking to do risk control, you can at least do very little loss. After determining the ultra low risk, all you have to do is how to improve the success rate of placing orders. Now, let me repeat this, because this is where most of you miss out the big deal of our business. Royalq is answering a question here, and he's saying, do I know how much I lost? Royalq is answering, measure and calculate parameters such as order quantity. Order quantity means number of coins bought. Increase ratios. Increase number of times you want to buy. It means that you are increasing stop loss points per order. Is giving you low risk is easy to achieve. For example, if the first buy order is 10, and whenever the coin goes up, whenever the coin goes down, you are buying with the 10, but whenever the coin goes up, you increase by 2. So you bought by 10, then you buy by 20, then you buy by 40, then you buy by 8, then you buy. So you are increasing your buying power by 2. And let us say that the maximum number of orders, there are 7. And the stop loss point of each order is as close as possible to increase the interval. And the trading stop loss must be open. So we are going to just create understanding. So in simple terms, if your first buying amount is 5, and when the coin drops by any predictable drop, you buy by 2. It is 5 times 2. Then it becomes 5 times 4. Then it becomes 5 times 8. Then it becomes 5 times 16. Whether it is 10 or 20, it's up to you. This buying power you are trying to improve here, the ability to double your purchase whenever this coin goes down Number one, it makes these buying intervals move closer. If you entered, let me say, at $1 and the coin is at 1.5, whenever it doubles, it pulls this average price to move closer to this current price to help you get out of the trade faster. That's why we go to the second question. How do I because you improve your success rate in learning how this robot keeps buying whenever the coin goes down. Now, how do you improve your success rate of placing orders? Number one, raise the barriers to entry. Just a minute. Just a minute. Just a minute, guys. I think I'm done. Okay. So, how do I improve the success rate of pressing orders? The answer is here. Raise the barriers to entry, such as using classic statistical principles to monitor price changes, increasing degree of divergence, depression, etc. to filter. If you want to seize more opportunities, you only need to shorten the trading cycle, such as 5 minutes chart. You want more opportunities as long as multiple currencies are running at the same time. The winning rate increases. You can naturally trade calmly. Following this line of thinking, we developed a quantitative Martin product, Royalq. This product can guarantee that in any transaction situation, it can be done and you are never liquidated. Now let's finish up here, then I come and I explain. Royalq is an adaptation of the Royal Quantify System team based on Martin, essentially old classic European speculative, and completely solves the problem of martingale shortcoming of small gains and big losses. In order to achieve long-term stable transaction, Royalq parameters have fully opened to users, and anyone can customize transactions according to their own ideas. Now, listen to this. This is important. You improve. How do you improve? Because Having understood that when the robot buys, it never sells at a loss. That is the intent. The robot will never sell at a loss. So the only way you will get more results, number one, you need to improve the success rate of placing orders, which means that if you're a trader who wants to have more results, number one, you raise barriers of entry. That I have my $10. That's why I usually say, and I want to repeat it here. If you always have issues with floating loss and you don't want your robot to be putting a lot of money in your trade, always make sure that for you, whenever you trade, you want to make sure that the AI margin call is on. My battery wants to go. I don't know if I'm creating understanding. If whenever markets go down for you, you feel bad, the AI margin call will raise barriers at which your money will get into the market because you are now applying a statistical principle that is monitoring price changes for you to put money for you in the market. So you have issues with floating loss. Am I creating understanding? Now, if for you, you are this type of a trader who wants to seize more opportunities, then for you, you need to shorten your trading cycle by either using maybe the 5 chart or the 15-minute because you want more opportunities. But if you want more opportunities, is that you want to make sure that as long as you are trading multiple currencies, because if you are trading a few, then you will not be able to seize more opportunities. People are overcalling me. You know, V4 is, eh? Although your phone is already demanding battery. Eh, I don't know. For you, your phone is always full. Then why are you, what are you doing in the business? Guys, for you, always your phones have full battery. Mine will never have. So never invite me to your wedding thinking my phone will be on. I'm always drinking the battery because the reason why I have a phone is to make sure I make money. So I'm always drinking the power. No jokes. My phones will never have enough battery. That is rule number 81 of my prosperity. I'm always fighting the battery. I'm using the phone, maximizing the phone. So for your phones always are full. Mine will never be full. Am I live? Am I back? Am I online? Am I on? Am I on? So my phone will never have battery. Yes, my phone will never have, but every battery that is on, I'm fighting it to make money. When you invite me, just know that guy doesn't have power. Just a minute. Okay. Mm-hmm. So let's continue. Now, I am solving two issues. If you have issues with floating rules that when markets go in red, you feel bad. Have you understood why switching on the AI margin call will help you? How will it help you? The AI margin call helps you to create a barrier. Am I creating a barrier that prevents your money from going so much fast in the market? No, it is just understanding. Give me one in the chat if that is clear. So whenever for you enter the coin, now the screen is for what? I have no reason of sharing. I'm done. The goal of you entering every coin, you will switch on your AI because you have issues with markets going against, so that you create a barrier that my money, instead of my money getting stuck in the coin and the market doesn't move, I will limit the rate at which my money gets into the market. Now, people with issues with the floating loss, have I given you solution? You feel bad whenever coin. So what are you supposed to do? Create barriers that prevent your money from going into the market by switching on the AI margin call whenever you are trading. Is that clear? I want to give another insight. I want to give another insight. Is the first insight clear? Is the first insight clear? So when you provide your settings, then create a barrier. A barrier that will not allow your money to flop into this coin at a very high speed. So the AI margin call for you, even if someone tells you in this strategy, we don't switch on the AI margin call, I want you to use understanding, not grammar. Because when you understand, then it's going to be very easy for you. That is it. Resolution number one. Now, I want to go. Are we ready for resolution number two? Then I'll close the call. Resolution number two. I'm done with resolution number one. Now, resolution number two. One of the resolutions that Royalq was trying to talk to you in the thing that I have ready for you is that one of the powerful way of setting up your robot when you are creating your settings is that when you open your robot here, because you know that when the robot buys the first time, this is what we call the first buying amount. Whether it is 200, whether it is $10, whether it is 5, this is the first time. But when this coin starts going down and it buys margin call 1, margin call 2, margin call 3, margin call 4. If the market only buys the first buying amount plus margin call 1 and the market rises by your take profit of 2%, it will give you that. If it buys the first buying amount plus margin call 1 plus margin call 2 and the market rises, it will give you a take profit of 3%. If the market buys the first buying amount plus margin call 1 plus margin call 2 plus margin call 3 and the market rises, it will give you take profit of that. If the market buys margin call first buying amount plus margin call 1, plus margin call 2, plus margin call 3, plus margin call 4, and the market rises, it will give you take profit that you have created. Now, the big question is, this is where the magic is. Royalq has told you the other side, that whenever you keep increasing, when this coin is down, is moving down, let me read it for you again, because let's go to where do low risk is easy to achieve. For example, how do I know how much I lost? Measure and calculate parameters such as order quantity, increase ratios, increase times. Is that clear? And gives you an example. That, for example, if the first buy order is 10 and you increase your ratio by 2, it means that you will be able to increase the intervals and get out of the coin much more faster. So that's why when you are setting your robot here, no matter your capital, when you are creating your personal strategy here, where are you? My strategy here. Even if I make my first buying amount 5, before I calculate the number of margin calls I want to create here, I will always look at making sure that my first 4 margin calls are seated on a strategy of 2, 4, 8, 16. And if I don't want my money to go into the market very fast, I'll switch on the AI margin call. Give me a yes in the chat if you are following. Give me a yes in the chat if you are following. Give me a yes in the chat if you are following. This is a high reasoning capacity. I want you to understand your robot. I am not that, who said what? Who said what? I'm not even putting aside all our strategies, because I have always said it, that when you start a business, you are like a younger child. When a younger child is growing, they feed on their mother's food. Then it is important for this child to start thinking on how they are going to go independent and start putting food for themselves. So that's what I'm doing right now, is to make sure, yes, you started the business. That's why people who do not attend training, the business becomes very hard for them. They keep in my chat settings. Me, the settings I always give you will be basic. I will always give you basic settings. I don't know how many times. Let me repeat it here. I will always give you basic settings. And if you don't attend training, do you think it is easy for me to come and I tell you, now switch to double up method? Give me some answers in the chat. It's not easy for me, because for me to create that for you, it means that I'm not making you independent. So when you start, I'll give you start small, win big. But the rest of the settings are going to come when you understand what you are doing. Give me one in the chat if you are understanding me now. The rest of the settings are going to come in because now you understand. Me, I give you basic. The reason why I give you basic, so that you start making money, and I create time to teach you how to become independent on your own robot. And if you don't attend training, even when you send me a million messages, I'm making little money, I'm making little money. The question I ask in the chat, is it money? Is it money? Yes. Then I tell you, the problem is your capital and the market, because you must participate in your own success. Give me a 2 in the chat. If you are not willing to participate in your own success, it is none of my business. You'll keep making your 0.1, you'll keep making your $1, you'll keep making your $2, and I'll always clap. Not because I can't do it for you, but I need to create independent individuals. And anyone who's not willing to become independent, it is up to you. Me, I create something that makes you independent. And if you are not willing to be independent, it is none of my business. You needed to change my strategy. The strategy we initiate is start small, win big, because anybody will apply it. But if you want to increase your winning rate, your participation in trading becomes key to help you increase your winning rate. And if you are not ready, then your problem. Hey, putting food in the mouth, chew for you, swallow for you. Some you have even reached a capacity where you want us to put food, chew for you, swallow for you, and even help you and go for longer calls on your behalf. Participate. Participate in your own success. Let's continue. Now, before you come here to say, that how many margin calls should I create? If you have chosen your first buying amount to be 5, work on the principle of the multiple, because whenever your robot doubles, it increases your winning rate. Because number one, whenever the coin goes down and the robot doubles your purchases, it increases the number of coins bought. Do you think the number of coins bought here and the number of coins bought here and the number of coins bought here and the number of coins bought there, are they the same? Are they the same? Some answers in the chat. Are they the same? Some answers in the chat. So whenever the coin goes down and your robot buys 2 times what it bought, 4 times what, now look, another trader, because they don't understand that principle, they are buying with 1, with 1, with 1, with 1, with 1. Are they increasing number of coins? Are they increasing their winning rate? Are they moving their average price closer to the current price with this approach? Some answers in the chat. Some answers in the chat. The problem is not capital. The problem is failure to understand. Because, look here, the problem is not capital. Look here. Look here, follow closely. Let's add 2 plus 4 plus 8 plus 16. What do you get? 2 plus 4 plus 8 plus 16. What do you get? Some answers in the chat. I'm about to finish the class. 2 plus 4 plus 8 plus 16. What do you get? 30. Now, let's go to a calculator. 30. If my first buying is 5, how much is this? How much is this? 150. 150. So it means that if I have $200, am I creating an understanding? I can come here, put a 2, a 4, an 8, and a 16. Then let me say here, let me say I put a 0.5. Maybe I put a 1 here. I put a 0.5. Let me say I put a 1 here. Basically, this is 3%. Okay. Now I tap sure. I have set, so I have remained with $50. If I want my robot to buy with 5, that will be how many? More 10. So therefore, then I will create 14 margin calls. The 4 plus the new 10, that will be 14. Let me say, let me repeat again. Maybe 0.5, then I put 1, then I put 0.5, just then I put 1. Let me say I put 1, 1 here. 1, 1. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Even I can make this, let me say 0.1, then I put this 0.2, then I put 0.3, then I put 0.4. Okay, which is basically close to 1% because 0.7 close to 1%. Then I put 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. Now look here. Look here, friends. I know in my mind that whatever it will buy here, it will be my take profit of 2% or 1% or 1.5 that I will have put here. Whatever it will sell, it will work from call number 1 to call number 4. But since my drops are very little, I will switch on my AI margin call to put a barrier. If you have understood, give me a yes in the chat before I explain something else. If you have understood my approach, give me a yes in the chat before I explain something else. Give me a yes in the chat. Now, because my first call, this one, is 0.1. This one is 0.1. My buying callback cannot be 0.5 because when the coin drops 0.1, the robot cannot buy. When it has risen 0.5, it will be already in profit. That's why this must be lower than this one. So I will make it 0.01. Now, look here. From the first call to the fourth call, the take profit is this one, which I can make maybe 1.5, and I put here 0.1, meaning that if this coin rises by 1.5 and it falls down 0.1, let my robot sell. But even if the coin doesn't reach 0.1, it can give me 10%. Now I make sure, now I go for how should the robot do for me from the fifth call going down. This is the distributed take profit allocation here, this one here. So this one I'll keep it basic. I may not change it. When the coin rises by 1.3, it is okay. And it comes down by what? Benefit of doubt 0.1. Then I want one shot, meaning that with Micah strategy here, even if someone sends me a drop of 15%, I can still use it. Even if someone sends me, because I have already worked on my mind, I have created my own strategy and settings. I am switching on my AI because I'm increasing barrier. My margins are not so big. They are not 20%. They are not 15%. But I've increased my barrier so that the robot doesn't put my money so much fast in the market. Then I save. No matter which signal you will send me, I will use my strategy. And I will be making money calmly, comfortably, without pressure. Is that clear? Now, the same approach can be used on any coin. What is happening with my network? The same approach can be used with any capital. The same approach, because now you are understanding. Am I creating sense? Am I creating sense? Am I creating sense? Now someone is in the business and they want me to put this understanding. Someone wants me to put my understanding in their robot. Does that really work? Now, the problem is not capital. The problem is understanding. I don't want the robot to finish. So it means that, do you see that with that capital, if I have $500 with my understanding, do you see that I can trade 3 coins in a day? They send signal 1, I enter. They send signal 2, I enter. They send signal 3, I enter, using $500. But when I'm teaching, I tell you to trade 1 coin at a time. I'm not creating confusion. Now, when I understand, do you see that with my $1,000, if I want to use that same strategy, I can trade 5 coins? Or I can improve my first buying amount and I trade it 2. Is that creating sense? Where I was applying 5, I can apply 20. Instead of me trading 5, I traded 2. I don't know if I'm creating sense. The problem is not capital. The problem is understanding. Now the lesson is done. Now someone wants me to put my understanding in their mind. I can't. They always in my chat, I'm making little money. You don't attend training. Me, I'm not ready to help you understand the business you started. Because the business you started is not mine, it's your own business. I think I have done enough for today. The video is on the YouTube channel. The video is on the YouTube channel. You can always sit down, create your own strategy, and apply it accordingly. And you enjoy Royalq. You don't have issues with this robot. I always see people talk a lot. Sometimes I laugh. But as long as you understand the principles, the rest is history. Three things that will create financial freedom to close my lesson for today. I want to repeat it. Number 1, making money is action. Go and take action. Number 2, growing money is knowledge. That's why you need to keep attending training to grow your knowledge. Number 3, keeping money is discipline. Okay? The way you behave with your money is what will help you keep your money, because making money is action. Growing money is knowledge. Keeping money is discipline. With that said and done, I want to wish you a nice weekend. See you at the top. Love you all. Bye, everybody. I have a question that is disturbing me. If you enter a coin and it pumps so high and the fuel is not enough, where does your money get lost? It is you who might have transferred some of your coins either to the ant wallet or to the funding, that coin must be in the spot. According to my experience, if a coin rises, let me say 1,000%, and I don't have enough fuel fee, Royalq will put a negative amount on my robot. The fuel fee will be negative, but my money will come in my exchange, meaning I cannot use my robot again unless I pay the fuel fee. So make sure that when you give a coin to Royalq, don't buy it manually in your exchange. Do not transfer some of those coins, maybe small assets, to BNB. In short, don't disturb the coin. When you do, then you affect, you cause abnormal operation. Guys, I wish you the best. Allow me end here. See you on the next call with the leader Doris Angel of New Royalq User Orientation. Happy weekend. Love you all. Bye-bye.
No. In the hustle and the grind is the time to shine. With Royalq on the rise, watch the profits align. RSI on the screen, every click's a sign. 15 minutes in, now those dreams are mine. Chase that wave, don't let it pass you by. With each trade made, we aim for the sky. Start it now, don't wait another day. RSI's the key, watch your doubts fade away. 15 minutes gone, and the dreams unfold. With Royalq in hand, let the magic be told. Stacking up the gains, feel that rush inside. Consistency in motion, let the numbers guide. Every Saturday we gather in the zone, with Queen Doris leading, setting the tone. From new to old, we all come to train, gaining knowledge, breaking through the chain. Knowledge is power, let's rise together. New Royalq, where we all begin. Under Queen Doris, together we'll win. A family united, passionate and free, training for greatness, come and join me. Icons of the future, legends in the making. With every session, opportunities awakening. A royal experience, a journey to ignite. Learning from the best, we all shine bright. Join the ranks, let's elevate our game. New Royalq, where we all begin. Under Queen Doris, together we'll win. A family united, passionate and free, training for great
Come and join me in this royal journey. We're never alone. With Queen Doris guiding, we've all found a home.
Every Saturday we gather in the zone, with Queen Doris leading, setting the tone. From new to old we all come to train, gaining knowledge, breaking through the chain. Knowledge is power, let's rise together. New Royalq, where we all begin. Under Queen Doris, together we'll win. A family united, passionate and free, training for greatness, come and join me. Icons of the future, legends in the making. With every session, opportunities awakening. A royal experience, a journey to ignite. Learning from the best, we all shine bright. Join the ranks, let's elevate our game. New Royalq, where we all begin. Under Queen Doris, together we'll win. A family united, passionate and free, training for great.
Every morning awake, checking numbers and trends. Royalq's my hustle, making money with friends. Daily income flows like a river so bright, turning dreams into gold, we'll shine in the night. Chasing after gains, never slowing down. Daily income flows, yeah, that's the key. Royalq's the place for financial spree. Building a future where freedom will ring. Join the revolution, let's rise and take wing. Crypto's the game and I play it so smart. Investing my time, I'm mastering the art. From Bitcoin to Ether, the profits align. With Royalq's magic, it all turns divine. With each trade I make, I feel the power grow. Daily income flows, yeah, that's the key. Royalq's the place for financial spree. Building a future where freedom will reign.
Every Saturday